Hey out there, it's me, Bennie Love, lounge singer for the Lord, crooner for Christ, born again mafioso. I don't want to start any blasphemous rumors, but despite the fact that the name Messiah is illegal in New York State, somebody by that name tried to get into Studio 54. I mean, he couldn't get in, so maybe it wasn't him. I mean, the real Messiah, the King, and I'm not talking about Elvis. By the way, the name King is also illegal in New York State. But there have been other sightings. A lot of people say he's visited them in their dreams. I mean, what's up with that? Jesus too shy to be visible to people who are awake and alert? In that case, he really needs a program to improve his visibility. I never thought of it that way, but maybe Jesus was an under-earner or under-beer. I mean, he was always talking about giving to the poor, blessed are the poor in spirit. Maybe he was really talking about himself. Come on, guys, I'm healing you sick, bringing your dead back to life, changing water to wine, feeding 5,000. I'm not even charging a catering fee. Come on, give it up. How about a little something, huh? I mean, the guy didn't have to record his time or keep track of his expenses. He didn't have to have any character defects removed. Spent all his time preaching, teaching, and healing. And what did he get for that? Death on the cross? I mean, it definitely sounds like a raw deal to me. He couldn't even afford the cloth he was buried in. How about a little possession consciousness there, Lord? I mean, how come you didn't put anything aside for retirement, or in your case, crucifixion? I know you always said you can't take it with you, but and I know there are no U-hauls behind hearses. But you're the Lord of the universe. I mean, you think you would have set aside a little nest egg, something for a rainy day, for your poor hard-working mother, instead of relying on one of your apostles to adopt her? I guess you figure all the work you did saving us made up for your lack of planning. I mean, you had to see the writing on the wall. Okay, well, you said don't judge nobody, so I guess that goes for you too. Don't get me wrong, I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. But I'd still like to encounter the living God, the real McCoy, not necessarily a blinding light, although I do wear tinted glasses just in case. I mean, I could have handled something low-key, like he's bagging groceries at the supermarket or standing around on the subway platform, maybe highlighted by a little sign like subway announcements in Gregorian chant. This is the D train, across the platform is the F, next stop is 34th Street. Maybe a non-English speaking car mechanic named Jesus from the Bronx who can only communicate in gestures, See, I knew it was him, so I make the sign of the cross, so to see, there it is, Jesus in the flesh, or at least Jesus, a fellow Catholic. Why couldn't Jesus be reincarnated? I mean, he's God, right? He can do anything. I know Catholics don't believe in reincarnation. Maybe it's more like pre-incarnation. Maybe he came back as somebody he already was before. But I don't want to start any blasphemous rumors.